Here with a look at Kaspa. I got a lot of exciting stuff to show you guys on this chart. All right, we're going to cover this here. First off, let's go in and look at a couple things right now. All right, I posted this on Discord yesterday. We're looking for a push up on this thing, obviously. All right, if we zoom out on a daily, you can see this massive wedge. All right, let me open this up a little bit. All right, we have a 100% valid bottom line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches. Okay, this can actually be moved in just a hair. You know, you get the point. These should all be touching. And we have a valid resistance line. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have at least 4 touches in here. Okay, 100% valid. Support, resistance. Okay, wedging up. We got the breakout. All right, now let's look at a couple things here. And let's be conservative, okay? Let's go in here and measure this thing in here. 100% conservative, correct? About the middle of the wedge. Put this on the breakout. All right, where's that put us? Right up around 20 cents, okay? I'm gonna zoom in closer, show you guys the RSIs and everything else, what's going on in this move here and what to expect in the near term here. In just a minute here. We're going to go look at the crypto bubbles real quick, and we're going to cover this chart. All right, this is what drives me insane. All right, this thing is ranked higher than Kaspa. A dog whiff hat. This is, I mean, come on, seriously? I mean, people, I get it. I get it. It's money. It's fast money. That's what people look at with this stuff. Fast money, you know, quick. This thing launched, what? It's been a little bit, February 28th, it looks like, what, a month ago. It's ran up, yeah, 76 cents to, that's only, I mean, I shouldn't say that's only, it's a 5x, you know, 7 times 5 is 35, 7 times 6 is 42, you know, 5 or 6x. I don't know. There's no use in holding it, you know, like you would with Kaspa. You know, Kaspa's like having little tiny gold bars that you're stacking up. You know, this thing will be dead, you know, in 6 months probably. You know, you'll see this just roll over and crash hard, I'm sure. It is a meme coin, correct? I mean, can somebody answer that? I haven't even looked into it. Doesn't even interest me at all. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe it's not a meme coin, but it sure sounds like it to me. Obviously, meme coins have been flying. That's what's the big craze has been the first part of this bull run. I should say the first warming. You know, the fire's just getting started here. You know, just starting, literally. This bull run is not even close. It's not even close to done. All right. Here's Kaspa, ranked number 45. Of course, dog whiff hat is ranked number 35. Crazy. Market cap 3.2 billion. 24-hour volume is 57.1 million. All right. Of course, yeah. This is what you want to hold. Stuff like this, like Kaspa. For the long term, you know. Of course, everybody's looking to make money now with the bull run, and that's totally understandable. Well, I wonder, you know, I was thinking this yesterday. Where realistically is this going to pull back in the bear market? You know, is it going to pull back much at all? You know, if it hits, say, $2, $2 to $3, I've been saying that for a long time. You know, where realistically would a pullback come to? You know, because I don't expect, yeah, obviously Bitcoin gets crushed in the bear market, but not like the regular altcoins. 99%, most of them crash. 99% these things. You know, I mean, all you gotta do is look at a chart. Most of them crash 98, 99% every time. They run up and then they crash 99%. So, how about Kaspa? This is different, right? You know, When I first started covering this, everybody in the comments would say, "Oh, this is different." You know, it's different. It's different. You know, and when I really looked into it, it is different. You know, I don't know. It's going to be curious. You know, because I'm wondering. I'm already thinking ahead. You know, after the bull run top, obviously I want some profits. Everybody does. But how far is this going to pull back in the bear market? You know, if it hits $2, is it going to pull back to like 50 cents maybe? I don't know. I don't know. We'll just have to obviously play it as it goes, right? We're still in the first part of the bull run, so let's deal with that right now, right? All right, over here on the dashboard, something to think about though, you know, because obviously you don't want to sell something for $2 if it's which it will all of them pull back. All right, that's just inevitable, but makes you wonder, you know. Here we go. The 1.4 transactions per second. I want to see this go up. They talked about this for a while. 190 petahash. Market cap 3.2 billion. Right, number 45. Volume. Yeah, all this is the same as crypto bubbles. That's good to see. Everybody's on the same page. 0.138. The top addresses. We did have a change over there. I cheated and looked a little bit ahead of time. Sorry. I was curious. You know, but check this out. Yeah, look. Last 24 hours, we've added 3 sharks. We have 3 sharks in our community. How about that? You know, there's only 2,800 of them out there. We have at least 3 sharks. I talked to 3 of them myself. So that's 1 million to 10 million Kaspa. We have 3 people in our community, you know, that are in this category, the sharks. So congratulations, man, oh man! If you own 1 million plus Kaspa, you are set for life. No question about it. You know, if this Siam kid, if he turns out to be correct, and Kaspa goes to $40 in 2029, can you imagine? That's $40 million if you hold 1 million Kaspa. You know, and yeah, crazy. You don't have to hold 1 million Kaspa, guys, to get $1 million off this. I mean, $40 Kaspa. You know, you'd have to hold. Let me see. Let's look real quick. Well, dude, could you please hit the like and subscribe? I'd appreciate that very much, guys. I always forget to ask that one. There's 100, there's 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million divided by 40.00. You would have to hold 25,000 to hit $1 million. 25,000 Kaspa in 2029. Not this year. 2029, that's the end of the next bull run after this one. If we get a $40 Kaspa, you would have to have 25,000 tucked away to hit $1 million. And of course, 50,000 would be 2 million. 75,000 would be 3 million. 100,000 would be $4 million. You know, I think I could survive off 4 million. You know, for sure. Tuck that away and you know, just the interest checks off that, or if you take it and reinvest it into, you know, there's so much opportunity with crypto. Of course, I don't think I'd stick 4 million in it, but you know, I'd definitely play around with some DeFi stuff. So anyway, 25,000 at a $40 Kaspa would get you $1 million. Right here, we've added one whale in the last 7 days and one more humpback in the last 7 days. The last 30 days, we've added 4 humpbacks. And we have 15, so 4 of them have come in the last 30 days. All right. Of course, we lost 1 Aquaman, so there's 3. Okay. But 3 have come, 1 in the last 7 days. And we lost 7 whales. You know, maybe 4 of them became humpbacks. I don't know. Very possible. I cannot see someone that holds 10 million. Well, of course, you know, 10 million to 100 million. You get below 10 million, then you fall down into this category down here. So maybe here's where they went down here. You know, plus 12 in the last 30 days, the sharks. So That's a very prestigious club here. You know, sharks and whales, humpbacks, Aquaman. You know, even 100,000 is a decent wallet. That's a good wallet. That's a good size wallet. Absolutely. You know, you hit at $2 to $3 Kaspa, you got $250,000. You know, that's not. It's crazy how inflation is, though. Man, oh man, I go to the grocery store and get $50 worth of groceries now, and it's like, what I get. You know, I put it on the counter. It's like, oh my god, that costs $50. That's crazy. It's a gallon of milk and a couple boxes of cereal. So it seems we have 328,000.993 wallets that hold at least one Kaspa. If we come over here, we come up here and do it right over here. Check this out. The Kaspalytics. Remember how we haven't looked at this for, I don't know, maybe a month. This was always zero. We now have 2 wallets that hold at least $100 million in Kaspa, 24 that hold $10 million, and 360 that hold at least $1 million in Kaspa. So pretty impressive there. Even this, look at this number at $1,000 plus, 82,000 people. I don't feel a foot. That's a foot. You know, it's 80 to 82,000. Imagine the closest stadium to you, and fill that up and then some. You know, yeah. You know, I used to live not far from where the Steelers play, and that stadium holds 61, I believe. So it's Heinz Field plus 20,000. That's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. Hold at least $1,000 plus 82,000, and then $100 plus you have 160,000 people that hold at least $100 in Kaspa. So getting pretty impressive. I think the more the word gets out there, the more people realize how valuable this thing is going to become. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It really is. Let's take a real quick gander at Bitcoin here. Because obviously, look at this, isn't that crazy? This you got Kaspa that formed this massive wedge, and you also have Bitcoin and doing the same thing. You know, I'd rather see Kaspa's wedge, you know, this more even type wedge than Bitcoin's rising type of a wedge. You know what I'm saying? Rising wedges have a tendency to break down. This isn't typically a rising wedge. A rising wedge would look more like that. But you know, definitely rather see Kaspa's setup for a wedge than Bitcoin's. But anyway, you can see Bitcoin here obviously wedging up for a pretty big move coming here. All right, this thing. You can see this inner wedge on the inside ended up breaking down. The measured move of that. Then we ran up and retested the upward part of this this wedge here. Now, if we went on a 1 hour, right, something sticks right out here to me. You can probably see it yourselves. You know, you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I was talking about this earlier in Discord. Your entries are your biggest thing when you're longing and shorting, and I'm not going to get into this real deep. Your entries are your best, the best thing you got going. Okay, if you don't have a at least a 618 retracement up here, and this thing starts down 1, 2, 3, and you see this bending back up and getting rejected here. You can see a 1, 2, 3. You can see a 4th wave. You know a 5th wave's coming on this. More than likely, nothing's guaranteed. I've learned that with charts a million times. But you want to get your entry as close to this resistance right here on this wave 1, this line across here, as you can, or you want to put a limit order in, you know, for this line. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Move on. All right, but you don't want to be buying your short way down here, all right, when you should have bought it way up here, because just that little bit of difference in entry means a lot. If it runs off to the upside, then you're out. But if you get right on this band that I have on here, if you get your entry right there, your stop loss just right above it, you know, makes a huge difference. Then your entry down here and your stop loss way up here, your losses, if you lose the trade, are a lot more massive than if you would have just got your entry up here If you don't get it, you don't get it. You know, if you're late, you're late. But just a little thing to go over here. You know, entries, entries, entries. Never buy market, always buy limit orders. Okay, put your target in. Look at your chart. Put your target in. If it hits it, great. If it don't, move on. There's hundreds of cryptos out there to trade, so that's just a little tip there for everybody. I'm not like I'm a teacher or I'm the best trader in the world. Hell no, I'm not. Nobody is. All right, these charts get everybody. It's not 100% that easy. But if you find your niche, you know what I'm saying? If your niche is 5 waves down and you seem to be nailing all of them, or your ABCs, then just stick with that. Just trade ABCs. Don't trade anything else. Just look for ABC structures and trade them. You know, after 5 waves up, there's always a corrective mode. Okay, you're going to get a corrective structure after 5 waves up. So if you can clearly see 5 waves up and you can measure them out, all right, then go for that. You know, you see here 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the 5th wave on this thing? Well, if you put a trend-based fib on it and take a look. All right, this would have gave a 5th wave target way up here. All right, so obviously that's not a 5 wave type of structure. Put your trend based fib on it, and try, you know, if it's up here or here or something, then chances are it is a 5 wave. Then okay, then go for that 5th wave. But if it's showing a target way up there, that isn't a 5 wave structure, obviously. Then okay, it's something else is going on in there. All right, but anyway, let's move on here. I'm sorry. And you had the 5 waves down, which signifies a bottom. Okay, that's a corrective structure, which obviously Bitcoin's bouncing now. The 1 hour is turning up. All right, you got your corrective structure, now the bounce. All right, 1 hour's turning up. Obviously, it's going to be, if Bitcoin heads up, it's going to be a, you know, maybe a 1. You're going to get a 2-way. You always get a pullback. It's zigzaggy. Okay, 2-way pullback. You know, if you see this thing push up, don't buy up here. Wait for your pullback. Your 2-way, you're going to get a pullback. All right, maybe Bitcoin, who knows? I don't know. Maybe it does something like this. But let's look at the RSIs and see. The 1 hour's heading up. The 4 hour is just about reset. You had your 5 waves down. You're starting to bounce here. Let's see. You had 5 waves down. Not only that, but let's put our fib on here and look at something. Oh, look at that. A 786. Right on the money. That's another thing. Signifies a bottom. That's the last Fibonacci level. You had 5 waves down. You have a 786 pullback. Even if this was a 618, I would be happy. That's a golden pocket. 786. You got a 786 though. So you have 2 signs that lead, you know, to a move up. You know, the more signs you can put together on something, you know, the better chances you are of succeeding at it here, especially with trading. The 8 hour is correcting. The 12 hour is right at the top in 80 and 85. You have your daily turned up. Your 3-day has turned up at 25 and a 23. And your 5-day is at the top at 87 and a 91. So you have your 3-day and your daily bullish on Bitcoin. All right, so this thing is going to make a move here soon. It's going to be a big one way or the other. You know, the measured move for Bitcoin here would be, the only reason we cover it, guys, a lot of the market has the, you know, not that Kaspa is, right with Bitcoin, or, but you still got to look at Bitcoin. I mean, it has 52% of the market. You know, $85,000 would be the measured move up. If it comes down, you're looking at, you know, 50, 57. The high 57s, something like that, right around there. So I think it's pushing up. You know, I think this is going to be, not only did we measure that, let's see what target of fib has on here. 82, and what did we measure in here? I think it was, of course, we took the whole width of this. I should have done that the whole way to the bottom. You know, probably should have been more in interior on this measurement here on the outside of this wedge. So yeah, this would line right up right around there also. A move to the upside just seems obvious to me with the daily and the 3-day. Then you're going to have a probably a pretty decent correction after that, I would imagine. Especially if this is the 5th wave up here, which it very well could be. Let's look at something else real fast here. Take a couple, which I have not done. Just wondering. That's too low. Alright, that don't line up with nothing. Got this one here. It goes up to, it's not much of a pullback on that there. It gives a target 95, so that don't add up either right there. But, either way, I believe this is a 4th wave pullback and a 5th wave up to $82,000. Let's go over to Kaspa. And if you guys are interested, and I'm sorry to say it every video, I kind of have to. Excuse me. I have a level 3 membership for $14.99. You can learn to chart like this, guys, and you get 22 videos, 9 hours worth of videos, tons of content to learn this stuff, and you get a link to our Discord. All right, where we're over there every day, posting trades, trading, and stuff like that. Yesterday, we were nailing it, so consider coming and joining us. It helps support the channel, and we would appreciate it very, very much. We have we have 200 members now. I was ready to say 199 like it did yesterday. We have 200 members now, and I can't thank you guys enough. I really sincerely mean that. Thank you. 100%. The best. You get the best community out there, especially with Kaspa. A lot of you guys are diehards, and I thank you so very, very much. I really mean that. Now with Kaspa, if we zoom in here, all right, did we measure this wedge, guys? I don't believe I did. I ended up doing one Kaspa video. I didn't like it, so I wanted to do another one. You guys deserve, the best that I can put out. You deserve better than me, but this, I'm me, so I'm sorry. I'm doing my best here, guys, every day for you. This goes up to about, 22 cents. 20 to 22 cents, the measured move of this wedge. All right, to the downside makes no sense. Made no sense. We got the breakout. All right, down 7 cents. It didn't make sense at all. Especially with our chart over here. Where's it at? Here, right here. On the weekly. I've showed this last video with the support level. This it should be up there just a hair. I'm sorry, I was messing with this a little bit earlier. Support here. Get this out. Started down here. Support, 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 and this should be the bull run support line. So it made no sense to break it right here. Okay, to come down to what was it, 8 or 9 cents down here. It just didn't make any common sense whatsoever to break this line. All right, I believe if I would have seen this sooner, put this on, this is on logarithmic, I probably would have came to that conclusion a little while ago. But let's get back over the other chart and look at some RSIs and some stuff that's coming up here. This is what we want. I have numerous Kaspa charts. Jeez, I got so many of them. Let's get back on a daily. Let's open this up here. There we go. Yeah, this is what I posted over in Discord yesterday, was this 5 waves up, these waves in here. And if we zoom in on a 4-hour, we started this structure. It's kind of weird looking. This right here, it ended up like a parallel channel upwards, okay? 36 hours it took for this thing to finally get to this top here. 36 or 40 hours this run was. Isn't that crazy? That's a long, if that's a wave 1 and wave 2 pullback, and a bounce here. That's what I posted yesterday. This is the exact thing I posted yesterday. I haven't altered this at all. So don't be surprised if we get a wave 2 pullback. We were up here somewhere. Sure enough, we did. All right, we take a measurement of that thing. Look at that, right about a 618. Perfect, right in that golden zone. And it's bounced right out of there. Okay, I believe we're starting wave 3, and it can blow past this. Like I said, I believe within the next week, we're probably going to be up towards that 20 cent area. Who knows? Maybe next couple days. And the next day, the next, 30 hours, the 3-day and the 5-day will be reset. The 5-day, right over here is the ticker on the right-hand side, says 1 day, 6 hours. It's in red. You see that over there? That's when the 5-day will be reset. Okay, what's the RSI? Right at the bottom, look at that. It's at an 8 and an 11. The 5-day. Alright, the 3-day, same picture. 10 and a 13 in 1 day and 6 hours. That's tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And we already have a green 3-day candle. What was our 5-day? Was it green or red? 5-day is red, but it's not reset yet. It's at an 8 and an 11. So tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States, this thing will be reset down. It's the 3-day, the 5-day, and then we have our daily. It's turning back up. It's at a 70.9 and a 71. It's just about ready to cross over. Look at that, just crossing over, showing you're gonna have that bullish crossover. So we're gonna have the 5-day, the 3-day, and the daily bullish. All right, I think that's gonna give us a pretty big run here. All right, the 5-day hasn't been at the bottom since, what is it, a month ago, February 25th. No, at the bottom, I'm sorry, right here would have been when last time at January 24th, February, March 20th, over 2 months ago. And we had this run up correction on the this is on the 5-day. This thing drug down, it hit the top on it flipped bearish on February 25th, and it took over a month for it to get back down here to the bottom. And in 1 day and 6 hours, this thing is going to be at triple zeros and ready to flip bullish. So the daily, the 3-day, and the 5-day are all going to be on our side here and turning up. All right, we zoom back in here. I believe at least a retracement to a 618. Well, I think we're going to blow right past that, but I'm going to show you what that is. 14.7, I believe. Yeah, 14.7, 14.739 would be a retracement back up to the 618.702. We're going to put a box there. Right up here, I believe that's at least where we're heading to. And with this move right here, who knows? This thing, if tomorrow night, once them all get reset, boy, this thing could really start moving fast. It could, this 3-wave could be up to the 618 or blow through it. Who knows? I mean, this could really get moving. This is a retest of the breakout of this wedge. This is not just a normal move. All right, we had a breakout of this massive wedge. We've had a retest right here, ABC pattern right here. Let me show you this. I'm going to show you real quick because it comes in handy with your chart, guys. You see the structure like this, but ABC, it just sticks right out to me. All right, take a measurement on this thing. You have a 618 right here, 618 retracement. Just pull your A wave down on top of your B, and that gives you your C wave target, okay, which was right down here. Them are wicks, but the closing candles, that's a bottom. That's an ABC. That is a bottom. All right, and that is on, that's a 4-hour chart. All right, A, B, C. You got a bottom right there. All right, then you should start on your way up. That's our retest of the breakout of this massive wedge, pointing to 22 cents. Look out for Kaspa. This thing is really going to get going in the next few days. Thanks a lot, guys. Please consider becoming a member, and I'll talk to you soon.